like a tiny little bit.
You have a very distinct way of standing, which I think you've imitated on the podcast
I've-
before, where it's
Oh,
just
I'm
like
sorry.
up and just like.
Never in front of me, though. I saw it.
Do you watch the podcast when you're not here?
No, but I saw that.
I bet you.
I saw that.
You know why? Because some fucking tattletale tweeted at you, I bet.
Yeah,
We do have a
probably.
lot of dobbers.
That's probably what
They
happened.
grass on us.
Some troublemaker.
Daubers?
Yeah, like, you dobbed me into the teacher, now I'm in trouble.
Doesn't explain what that word means.
Yeah. Don't dob on me.
You know, dauber is when you daub and then you daub again.
Right before we went live, the three of us were sitting up here, and Burnie was right there backstage messing with his backpack, and all I heard you say was, "Oh my gubs!"
Yeah.
Did you drop something?
No, it's just like all my gubs that I have, and I have to keep track of them all. Like I have 3 phones now, and
Why?
because
Are you baseline douchebag as well?
yeah, I upgraded to the Plus, the iPhone 7, which by the way, awesome. Did you read that Apple has totally botched the launch of their wireless earbuds? That they're just not available.
Yeah.
So their courageous move to like get it done. And so I have my old iPhone, so I just kept it.
That's gonna fall.
I know it's gonna fall. I kept it as a Wi-Fi device, and then look at this. Google sent me a Pixel
What does that mean?
phone.
You kept it as a Wi-Fi device. You know your regular phone is a Wi-Fi device.
No, but I kept it so I could do like time lapse and stuff like that, and then I use. It's basically because this is so sad. When I'm in an airport and I do a 15-minute time lapse of like watching the planes go, as soon as I start the time lapse, I don't have anything to do because my phone is there, and I'm like, I just sit there like this, like.
You know what most
I
people
got
do?
my phone, and my time-lapse phone.
Yeah.
And
You know what most
porn
people do
phone.
there? Buy a camera. What you're after is a camera.
Which
And-
I believe is in your gub bag.
You have a camera.
you know what also might be cheaper? A book.
What? Or just wanting to be alone with my own thoughts for more than 30 seconds.
As someone who
that's
did that for
terrifying.
5 days,
No.
it's terrible.
What is it Louis C.K. calls it? Like that creeping loneliness
Yeah.
and horror that,
Yep.
that sets in?
So what do you like in the shower? You just like you try and get clean as fast as possible and jump out back to your
He's
phone.
got his phone, his shower phone.
Oh, your shower device.
That's the iPhone
That's
7.
a
It's waterproof.
Phone shower.
Have you guys tested
it.
the waterproof part of the phone yet?
No.
No, you want to do it now?
That's a great idea.
That's a big drink.
Does like sticking it up your own vagina count?
My own vagina? Sure, why not?
Thanks, man.
Give it a shot.
Bro, thanks.
You want to try it?
What'd you get?
No.
Oh no.
Don't waste a drink.
My phone. I mean,
Ashley
drink.
tweeted from the back thing, you guys look like a bad open mic night. Thanks, Ash. Let's dunk it and see what happens.
Wait, this is a new drink.
Just get like a glass of water or something.
Really your problem? Do you think this phone's dirty? It's been
Yeah.
Grossest thing ever.
Here, let me clean it. Oh! I'm gonna break my goddamn phone. So anyway, I feel like I'm like just like a nudge away from getting out of the Apple ecosystem because I've got this. I got Surface laptop. I'm not done with the MacBook. Did you get a new MacBook?
Fuck no.
He did.
What?
You did.
Why would you? Why?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Your cat cut you with it.
Amen. That's how I do the story too.
Yeah.
It's like 18-month-old laptop. What are you on about?
That doesn't have
MagSafe?
MagSafe?
No, they got rid of that years ago. Like 2 years ago, they
I
got
didn't
rid of
know
that.
that.
Oh, right. That is USB-C charging on the MacBook, not
Bitch.
the MacBook Air or Pro. That's right.
Why don't you try that again?
If you attach your girlfriend to it, is it MagSafe?
See you later.
Barbara Dunkelman, everybody.
Taxi!
Done for the evening.
What's the most number of people that ever booed you at once, Barbara?
More than this.
this is probably not it. This is a small venue. I've been down here a couple times for parties. I like hanging out down here.
Nice and cozy.
We had the.
This is a small venue. That's his way of saying you're a shitty crowd.
No, I'm just saying she's been booed by way more people.
RTX is
Right.
where I've been booed by like
They were a
4,000
shittier
people.
crowd.
Don't let him turn you against me. That's what he does.
Do it.
This
It's
is
so
a-
much fun. Over all of the amazing things that we've done in the 8 years of podcasting at Rooster Teeth, and I thought it would be fun to play one of my favorite segments, which I think came about in year
There
5
were gasps.
of the podcast. How would you guys like to play a little Google or Gavin? Yeah?
You said the name
Said it
wrong.
wrong.
You
It's
said
Gavin
the
or
name
Google.
wrong.
Isn't it Gavin or Google?
You piece of shit.
It doesn't matter.
It's a whole new game. It's totally different than the one you know.
You know, I love that show, Reds and Blues. It's great.
Yeah.
Blue versus red.
Blue versus
Dude,
red.
like Throne of Games, my favorite.
World West is awesome.
I'm imagining a throne of games, like you've sat on top of Mousetrap and Twister. That'd be wicked.
All right, I guess
Right,
we
but
won't
cheek
play
red.
then. Fuck it.
No, let's
Sit
do
here and
it.
enjoy my drink.
They didn't make fun of you, I did.
All right, you want to play a little Gavin or Google?
Sure.
All right.
What if I said no?
Fuck off. You're from Canada. You don't count. Okay, so here's the way that we play Gavin or Google. I take a 3 or 4 word phrase and I type it into the global search engine Google, and I see the most common autocompletes that come from that 3 or 4 word phrase. Then I take that same 3 or 4 word phrase and I give it to the mind of the young Gavin Free, who comes back with an equally or worse, more ridiculous answer. We then try to figure out who said it, Gavin or Google. You guys want to sing the theme song with me? All right, the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Gavin or Google, Google or Gavin, which one said it? Let's find out. Hey,
I'm feeling lucky.
hey!
Someone
Let's-
actually, did I tell you that someone tweeted me the last time we did that and were like, check out the front page of Google right now. It says I'm feeling lucky on the browser. It's a reference to Gavin or Google.
I love that we can claim that after all these years.
When are
So-
we gonna do Burnie or Bing?
What's that? When they sponsor the show. All right. Okay, so let's play Gavin or Google. The first phrase, Barbara and Gus, you guys will be scoring off. Do we want to have our special guest for the evening join us for this?
Sure.
Why don't we have him do that? Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right down the middle of the theater, Mr. Jeff Keighley of the Game Awards.
So Jeff suffered from the problem that we suffer from in that we don't have Uber anymore, like a civilized city. So he got a little delayed.
Jeff, it's been so long.
Yeah, we're
We're Uberless.
we're in the middle of nowhere. We're in the desolate.
Harvey Smith actually from Arcane gave me a tip on Twitter saying you have to download Fasten, so that's what got me here. Thanks to
there
Harvey.
you go.
So here
I
am.
use it.
Solid tip. Is he Austin-based?
He used to be. So, because, Arcane used to be here, him and Raph were here, and now he's in France. Arcane has 2 studios. But, yeah, he lived here for a long time.
All right. Okay. Well, you'll be able to pick up Gavin or Google pretty quickly.
Okay.
So we have a 3 or 4 word phrase. You can also cheat and look on my screen right here.
I'll cheat with you.
We have a 3 or 4 word phrase that we try to figure out who said it, Gavin or Google, based on the autocompletes. I'm trying to find my entries for this evening. All right. Jeff, Barbara, Gus, this is our
I'm Gus.
first entry.
I'm Barbara.
I'm Gavin.
Has there ever been?
Okay.
Those are the phrases that I gave to both Gavin or Google. First response was, has there ever been a grape that grew as a raisin? Has there ever been a grape that grew as a raisin?
Okay. No. I see it. I got you.
Something-
It's like a Benjamin Button thing.
Or it could have just been a really dry, hot day.
Yeah. No, I got you. I feel you.
Or just had ambition and wanted to cut out the middleman. The other was, has there ever been an American Pope? Has there ever been an American Pope? All right, Gus, since I think you're in the hole to Barbara.
Oh, I'm way.
Two
Yeah,
games,
I'm
yeah.
awful. I'm terrible. at
Why
this
don't
game.
you start us off?
I think that because of his fascination with grapes, that has a grape ever grown as a raisin? I think that is Gavin.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I'll go with Gavin, too. Yeah.
You were all correct. 1 point
Yeah.
each of you.
Plus, I don't
who won-
picture Gavin thinking about an American Pope. But
But why did we wonder if there's been an American
what does it matter? It's a weird thing to think about.
Because Americans are very self-obsessed.
Like we invented the Pope.
No offense.
I
I'm
think-
kind of one of you too.
Isn't again, I may be butchering this, but isn't the current Pope the first Pope born in the Western Hemisphere? So yeah, that we're making progress.
Yes.
We'll get to an American Pope at some point in the
Eventually.
I knew that too.
Where's the line drawn for the Western Hemisphere?
future. The Prime Meridian.
Gavin or Google.
Where is the line drawn? Okay. The next 3-word phrase is, why doesn't A? Why doesn't A?
Okay.
Why doesn't a ball ever stop rolling? Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. Why doesn't a ball roll forever? Why does a ball ever stop rolling?
No. What was it?
What? Why does it ever stop rolling? Why does it roll forever? Like
What does the answer say?
What's that?
What does it say?
What does it complete? What are the actual like words?
Why doesn't a ball roll forever?
Okay.
Why doesn't a ball
don't know why
keep
that was so
rolling
hard.
forever?
No. What? What are you doing?
Keep rolling forever. That's the same answer.
Read the words and say them.
Why
Say them in
doesn't
the line, left to right. What does it say?
it says why doesn't a round thing go on forever? No. It says why doesn't a ball keep rolling forever? The other answer was why doesn't a dog try to eat its own bones? Why? I read that one right the first time. Why doesn't a dog try to eat its own bones?
Fascinating. Yeah, either way, it's an insight into the mind of a madman.
Nothing has changed, Gus. So why don't you start us off again?
I'm going to say the dog eating bones is Gavin.
Okay. Barbara.
Don't stare at him. You can't try to cheat the system.
I'm not listening to them again.
What?
I'm gonna say the dog eating bones is also Gavin. Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to go the other direction. I'm going to go with balding.
Don't
Gavin.
support him.
Barbara and Gus, you are correct.
Woo!
Although I want to give a shout out to Jeff for trying to help me
trying to
recover
throw it
from
off.
that horrible first answer.
Well,
Okay.
obviously, a dog doesn't try to eat its own bones because they're covered in fur.
Right, you can't see them. Right.
Right.
But does a dog know it's full of deliciousness on the inside?
I think if a dog ever accidentally bit itself, like that would be the worst thing in the world. Like it bit its leg. It's
Maybe
like,
that's
keeps
why
going.
it's always going for its tail.
yeah. It's
The
like,
dog
oh
just
shit,
bites
I'm
something, like,
delicious.
You're kidding me. And he goes to all the other dogs. He's like, guys,
We've been working
suck
so
in.
hard our whole life to find them. They're inside of us.
we're made of them. This is
Bones
crazy.
the whole time. All right. This next one is what would happen if? What would happen if? What would happen if PewDiePie bought YouTube? What would happen if PewDiePie bought YouTube? And the other one is what would happen if no one voted?
Oh man.
I love that last one. It's such a brilliant question. It's like, I don't
Perfect.
know. What would happen if nobody voted? Would they just would they have another election? Like, what's the point? No one's going to come back out again. Would they have a fist fight in the middle of the street?
I don't know.
Literally nobody voted. Gus, what do you got? This is for the win for you and Barbara. Although Jeff can come from behind
Me
and
and
tie.
myself, if they.
I'm going to say no one voted is Gavin. You got to go the
What
other
was
way.
the first one again?
What would happen if PewDiePie bought YouTube?
No, I'm gonna do the voted one as Gavin.
Okay, Jeff.
Copying you again.
I tend to agree with them, but should I go the opposite because then I have a chance of winning?
Listen, I can't talk math with you up here.
This is the last question?
This is it. It's best out of 3.
Yeah, so I guess I have to sort of go with the opposite
why
for
not,
the
right?
chance of maybe winning.
That's why you should stay in school, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Keighley just tied it up. Yep.
there you go.
That one was intended to trip you up. That
Yeah.
was a very un-Gavin answer.
That's what I was-
unusual.
Because Gavin doesn't like being...
I was trying to throw you a little.
But now you're getting too meta with the game.
Hey, my name's in the title. I can do whatever I want.
Game theory in
Sometimes
action
it's
right here.
first, sometimes it's second in the title.
Google or Gavin.
That was actually kind of a curveball because Gavin does not like being mentioned at the same time as PewDiePie because he looks so much like PewDiePie, and it bugs him that he looks like PewDiePie.
Does it? Is that something I've said?
You're very upset by that.
He's a good-looking dude.
He's a good-looking dude.
Hey, calm down. There's no need to get so upset, man. It's all right.
What is the
believe that-
British version of upset? Oh, we actually do have a tiebreaker question. Should we do it?
Yeah,
There's no way
yeah.
to tie break, really, honestly. If there's,
Stroppy is the answer, by the way.
We're all.
I just want to say too, for why doesn't a, Gavin's backup answer, both of his answers were better than the Google one. It was why doesn't a dog try to eat its own bones? But his backup was why doesn't a fart smell good if you drink perfume?
And I don't know that that's true. I just
If-
assume it's
That
not.
just makes
Like
me
that-
think of that image, that like stick figure that's like drinking out of a cup of tea with its foot. Like contemplating. You ever see that?
No.
All
Like,
right.
there's no way that would carry down. It would always, your body would always inject the fecal smell into whatever comes out, right? Even if you ate just
I mean,
sheer
does your,
essence.
does your fart ever smell like any food that you ate, or does it smell like fart?
Cabbage. I don't know. I'm just nothing. I don't know.
All right, just to wrap this up. How come there aren't? How come there aren't? How come there aren't any B batteries? The other answer was How come there aren't any gay snakes?
What?
These are just, I just take them as I get them. All right, since Jeff tied it up, let's have him go first. Which one said it, Gavin or Google?
What does that even mean, gay snakes?
We got to focus on the gay snakes one, right? Who said gay snakes?
Jeez, it's a tough one. I'm going to go with the batteries being Gavin.
The batteries being Gavin. So Google wants to know about gay snakes. Barb?
No.
Can I say Gavin said both of them? Like,
It's a possibility. That would be an ultimate trick answer for a tiebreaker.
yeah, because in my mind, I'm going through it. Gavin does a lot of like camera stuff and electronic stuff and tech stuff. So I figured like the battery one would be right up his alley, but also gay snakes. Who's asking about gay snakes online? Batteries is Gavin.
Batteries, Gavin. Gus?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree simply because I think you tweeted about this a couple months ago.
About there not being B batteries?
Batteries, I think, is Gavin.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're all wrong. We have a three-way tie.
What?
Yep.
What did
What
you
a
say?
way!
I was
Gus,
tweeting
you
about-
had a shot. You saw Jeff's strategy.
I thought about
you
it,
saw it.
but I didn't want to be the only loser.
Wait.
See, he had everything to gain and nothing to lose. I had everything to lose and nothing to gain.
Yeah, but you're used to that,
So
though,
you'd rather
being
have
the
a
loser.
three-way
I'd
tie?
rather have a three-way tie than
Also,
have them be in a two-way tie.
I tweeted, why aren't there A batteries? There's double A and triple A. Where's the single A?
That's right. But see, similar line of thinking.
I think because if there was B batteries, people would think that they just had a stutter.
Do you have any batteries?
Joke of the night.
That's a good one.
See, all of those claps make up for the booze that you got earlier.
You're
You
now
would
even
think
out.
that it did, but
I
running
can't-
even now.
It would have
they're
been
both
so great.
applause to me.
It would have been so great if the tiebreaker was why aren't there any A batteries and why aren't there any B batteries? Then it would just have been like a coin toss at that point. All right, everybody. Thank you for playing Gavin or Google. Everybody, thank you.
They didn't play.
It's a tie.
They didn't play. We played.
That's a tie. Nobody won.
They
Let me,
watched.
let me read this thing
So
right here.
we went.
I only have so many tiebreakers.
I gotta read this. Want to remind everyone?
I've been doing scripted stuff with him recently, and he's like memorized all his lines. He can go on for entire
Okay.
sentences. Is it just the
You
reading
can go
part?
on for a whole sentence.
Like, every
I
time,
hope someday
apparently
somebody
can't make
speaks
it
so
this-
highly of me.
every time he would flub, I would just say buttery, flaky crust. Buttery, flaky crust. You see that video? Like the old couple trying to
What
do
the
that commercial?
fuck are you talking about?
They know it. You know it, right? Yeah. See?
No.
Oh, I'll show you later. It's a
Okay.
great video. It's on this
Vote
game.
your weekend or something.
the-
It's
yeah,
like this
for-
is
for-
But you
a
also masturbate like 3 or 4 times a day. You could like cut that in
ahead.
half. You could still flick your bean a little, but also play these games.
How long do you think it takes me?
Go ahead, Gavin, answer the question.
Pressure's on. You just sort of in and out, or what? Oh, I mean,
Well, I actually prefer the DJ method.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you have one hand up here too?
Drop the bass.
No, it takes like 30 seconds.
From start to finish, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Like. I literally heard someone down here
They're
go,
not believing.
damn, and someone over here go, yeah, that's about right.
Become a group therapy session.
I kind of want to do a survey now.
Barb, just be like the rest of us and just masturbate while watching Westworld. The rest of us do. And I have to say, I appreciate the quality of the dong to boob ratio in Westworld. I like that.
They
I like
needed
that
a
we're
little more.
evening
I
it.
think it was still a little imbalanced. I think a little more close up on dogs to
It's
balance
progress,
that out.
though.
They're
It's
working on it.
They
progress.
show dick in
Yeah.
that show?
Lots.
Don't. It's,
they
it's
ever-
not necessarily dick you want to see. I mean,
Are they ever like?
Was there more
like,
cock than Game of
hard
Thrones?
dick?
Yeah.
No.
Or are they all
I don't think
flaccid?
so. I think they're all flaccid, but there's definitely like at least one dude who's a shower.
Oh, nice.
I feel like
Gus noted that, right?
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I feel like
So you're watching with Esther.
I'm a grower, so it's like, man, I don't know what that's like. That's like a whole other world.
So
there.
when you're watching it with Esther and the guy who's a shower comes on screen, like, what's your reaction?
Oh, I don't get it.
Do you turn to Esther and go, let me tell you about Final Fantasy II?
Did you ever have a Super Nintendo when you were in middle school?
So like, I'm not a guy and I don't have a penis, but I imagine.
Oh, you've had a few.
Yeah, I've had it.
That's a super old podcast
He's made
joke, by
he's
the way.
made that joke before. It's okay. I'm used to it. But like, I imagine being a grower is just more convenient because it's like
I don't know.
compact. And you can, like,
I don't know what the other side's like.
Yeah,
can,
you're
like-
either one or the other.
I think the more difficult part is dealing with the balls. Honestly, that's
What?
because they're like always there and like always like if you like.
So you wish your balls would shrink down too?
Yeah, I wish I had smaller balls.
Do
sure.
they not when it's cold?
Well, they like
Don't
retract.
balls, like-
They don't shrink, but they like enter you.
I-
They like go inside for warmth.
Being a grower, are you sort of at your largest right after? Because I
Yeah,
assume you
yeah,
grow
yeah.
quickly but shrivel back to gusness quite slowly.
Yeah. It takes a little while.
So if for whatever reason people just glimpsed your penis, would it be right after you climax? Would be your
whatever
preferred time?
reason.
Yeah, that would be the preferred time.
Could you imagine? Like, I know, like, vaginas get, like, blood flows there, so they get enlarged a little bit, like the clitoris area. But, like, could you imagine if the entire, like, lips and everything just, like, inflated?
Balloon.
Like a balloon?
Like if you were dating a girl who's a grower, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. She had to, like, sit up a little bit.
Hydraulic.
Imagine that at dinner, just like,
Or, like, all the girls in high school are just
Going
like,
well.
It's like, did you grow? Are you taller?
John Cena walks out and all the girls in the room are just like,
You'd have to use those memory settings for your car, like a driver's seat, and, like adjust.
all seats would have to have, like, little divots in them.
yeah. You just blow out the bottom of stools.
So great year for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I hope you knew what you were signing up for. Let me read one other thing here.
Straight after that,
Right to the sponsor.
Right, a sponsor.
We're the sponsor.
Speaking of crotches,
All he needs is a pause.
want to remind everyone
Why
this
you
episode of the podcast is also brought to you by MeUndies.
Speaking of,
it's always touching me.
Picture a world where putting on a new pair of underwear isn't just fresh; you're stepping into a better day. Think about
What's
it.
a thorough shake job?
You just don't know. Sometimes you can just like. Go ahead.
The audience is very split. I'm doing a silent poll over here. Half the guys agree with you, half of them disagree with you.
wait.
At one point, like, at some point, though, it's masturbation if you're just shaking that many
It
times.
is not.
It is not.
How
It
many
is,
shakes is it, though?
You can't jerk a flaccid knob.
Yeah.
Don't you jerk it to get it not flaccid?
When you get
Do you know how
older.
dicks work?
No!
So you think a dude thinks I want to masturbate? Let me work up my like tiny little stub into a an actual workable.
Why do you do that?
What?
You just look at. Do you just look at porn and wait for it to like
It's like a groundhog.
I just feel like
like inflate?
You wait for it. If you see it shatter, you got to wait 6 more weeks.
I feel like a lot of it is mental, and by the time you're ready to go, it's like it's working with you.
You just slap it around after that.
It's also like which came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Like,
Or
do
as
you
Chris
start?
says, the apple or the egg.
Do you start flaccid and then want to masturbate, or do you want to masturbate because you're already starting to get erect?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering.
Right. That's.
Because sometimes I make the decision where I'm like, I'm gonna masturbate.
Even if you're not feeling it at all.
Yeah. You gotta be committed.
Got to be something, all right.
Well, Gavin, what's your process by that? Do you just get the call and then you have to go
Ring,
masturbate?
ring. Hello.
Why are you on her side and not mine?
I'm just kind of curious. You seem surprised someone would
I-
decide to masturbate.
All I'm saying is that I never take my penis at its smallest
Go
and
ahead.
start going
Show
on
me
it.
again.
And start
me
going
again.
on it. And also what I'm saying,
It's okay, guys. It's on the metric system. It's fine.
totally average size.
What you're saying
Right.
is you don't decide that you're going to. You just like.
Usually it's for a reason, and my crotch is telling
give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Like it's Saturday.
What do you mean the reason?
You saw some
You
snakes.
said the reason.
I'm
I'm asking you to
saying-
clarify.
My penis lets me know what's up, when to go.
It does. This is it. So like you're in the back of a lift.
I put a man's head in his hands.
So it's really just you get the call and you
All right.
have to go at
All
that
right,
point.
show of hands or
Show of
dicks.
hands. Show of hands. Who is just sat there completely unaroused and thinks, let me get started on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are our people,
Yeah.
Barbara.
I'm with you.
And raise a show of hands. Who likes their penis to let them know, hey, maybe it's time to go?
That one guy
You
had his
can't
hand
have
up
your
both
arm out
times.
for both.
That one of
Yeah,
the
you
guys is
can.
like, I'll
You can
jerk
totally
off
have your hand
whenever,
up for
I don't-
both. That's fine. No, but Barbara, those are our people. It's like, I mean, for me, it's like there's a commercial break, and I see the first commercial. I go, oh, I've seen this one. Done. I don't need to stick around. I got 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. If you're Barbara, you got 30 seconds.
Anyway, sometimes if you want to avoid a little bit of post-spill, I'm talking about urine now, not semen. You want to
Because that would be gross if you mentioned it out loud.
give a little extra care to sort of get it all out of the pipes.
You just don't know. So you can have it. You can
It's
occasionally have, just probability-wise, a little slip. And it's like, I don't want that to happen when I'm about to step on stage in front of how many people?
1 million Chinese people
No,
are watching.
it's
3.8 million people.
What's that?
3.8 million
3.8.
people.
3.8 million people.
You know, or just wear jeans.
Or I could have just worn jeans.
And so
That's
did-
the hindsight.
Then did you check yourself in the mirror? Did you say, Ashley, everything looked good? Or
I
like, how'd
did,
you-
Ash. I did. I had her check.
What,
Thanks, baby.
Legit question.
was there a hand dryer in
Yeah.
the bathroom?
You
for
should have
case of
literally. You
emergency?
should have seen me washing my hands. I was so far away from the sink. It
Well,
was
I
embarrassing.
have a question. Okay. I know there's this hand dryer is
I
usually...
contemplated not doing it, but
I-
Gus, I thought of you.
Yeah. I do have one more ad read I need to get to at some point.
All right, Barb.
But
Let me finish this thought. I
Okay.
promise it won't be that bad.
yeah,
Maybe.
I'm sorry, Squarespace.
Okay, you know that kind of hand dryer that's like you put your hands into it and
Yes.
it's like
The
really
Airblade.
intense?
Yes.
Dyson Airblade.
Have you ever put anything else into there?
Come on, dude.
What, Barbara? What are you doing in public restrooms?
Oh,
What is your life like? What do you-
Also, you can actually see your skin ripple on your hand. That would be
Yeah.
the G-force.
You get an embolism.
The G-force on your penis skin must be through the roof of that.
God damn. I was learning a lot about Gavin's body. Now I'm learning a lot about Barbara's techniques. Aaron, she knows a blowjob isn't like that, right? She knows that, right? Absolutely not.
All right,
So,
your ad
Gus,
read.
who's our sponsor?
Wait, who shoved their cock in a Dyson Airblade? No hands went up.
This episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is also brought to you by Squarespace. With Squarespace, sites